Hey, what's up everybody? Today I wanted to show you something in Modeler that's not really a trick or a tip, but more of a way to work, and that is actually trying to sketch your designs rather than model them. It's, in my opinion, the strongest tool of the whole VR workflow. It allows you to be super fast and come up with a ton of ideas really quick. The footage that's playing in the background is playing at real-time speed, so we can really get an idea of how quick this method is. In about 15 to 20 minutes, I get a ton of variations that I'm able to mix and match and, kind of kit bash together. So the whole key to this is to be very loose with your brush strokes. It is way harder than it seems, but once you get used to it, you're able to be very free and translate your ideas as quick as you could with like a pencil or a stylus or whatever. What that means is you're able to kind of skip the normal sketching 2D phase that usually precedes 3D, where you're just trying to get a concept out or like a basic idea, just scribble something on a piece of paper to have a plan to do your 3D. You can just start to make stuff in 3D right away and experiment with shapes and, really push the designs of your pieces. Think about it as if you were doing, thumbnails and just quick ideas. You don't get too attached to the details, you just move fast and, get a cool silhouette, but instead of being a 2D silhouette, it's a 3D silhouette. You're able to turn your object, see all of it at once, and then get a cool pose down, get a cool stance, some attitude or something. For this exercise, I try to give myself the constraint to make a mech with only 4 legs that could kind of have interchangeable parts, but I still try to come up with different silhouettes, different proportions. They all have the same constraint of having 4 legs, but I try to have a good variety of options. Whenever you sketch like this, try to not get attached to small details at first. Like really work on big shapes and medium shapes, The same way that if you start to draw a portrait of someone, you don't start with the eyeball right away, fully rendered. You're trying to get a general sense of the face and the volume. Vary the size of your brush so you have big chunky shapes and thinner, smaller shapes. You're kind of hinting at detail. You're indicating a lot of stuff. If you have any drawing background or like 2D fundamentals, it'll feel very natural to work this way. If the shapes you're making are not perfect, it's really no big deal. You don't need to be precise here. You just need to express the general idea of what you're trying to make. It really is just sketching. So there's no tricks. It's all about what's in your head and what you're trying to express. So, just grab your good old ref board and start making cool stuff. Just look at stuff that's inspiring for you, stuff that you want to reference, get ideas from, and start sketching. I'm not using any crazy tools in this video. It's basically just a square brush and a move brush. That's about it. Some stuff with repetition, but nothing fancy. They're all tools that I've covered in previous videos, and if you look at them, it's really simple tools. The only thing would be if you're trying to be fast and loose with your stuff and you find that you have a lot of stepping in your brush, just lower the resolution of your layer and you're going to be able to make way smoother strokes. There's a ton of other resources out there on like how to sketch, and all of those principles apply here too. It's also something that takes practice, and you can't just, pick it up and be the best at it right away. It requires a lot of work, but it is worth it. Definitely worth it. And if you make something that's ugly, who cares? Just start over. It took you, 15 minutes? Try again, you'll get better. It's all about growing as an artist. And this is a tool that helps you grow tremendously, because you have a lot of freedom by being loose. and you have a lot of precision by working in 3D. You can even see me right now in the video, instead of changing my brush to a round shape, I just draw a round shape with a square brush, and it still works. It's just a note for me later, whenever I clean up my sketch that I'm happy with, to put a round shape there. But by working in VR, you're able to get a very detailed sketch because you have every angle of your object. You're not just designing a silhouette that you kind of need to pull, you know, real shapes from. You're actually drawing the shapes themselves. And later on, it can kind of guide your design. All those indications that you made, you know, those happy little mistakes. You can get good ideas out of that. Just seeing something pop out of your sculpt. Sketching is a whole thing in itself, and I highly recommend you just go and check out your favorite artist and see how they approach sketching. I'm sure you already have your own way of sketching that's special to you, and I'm sure that if you try to work this way, you'll see it translated in VR, and it's going to be very satisfying for you to be able to express yourself that way. And once you got all those variations and all those different cool sketches, well, you can zoom in on it and refine each and every single bolt as much as you want. It would definitely be cool to make a video where we go over how to detail something and, you know, make it super sharp and crisp. But yeah, honestly, I don't think I can keep talking for the 15 whole minutes, so I'll just let you enjoy the sculpt. Thanks for all the support, and try this for yourself. Have fun sketching stuff. Cheers.